moments in time where the veil between worlds thins, where the heartbeat of the cosmos pulses through every cell, every soul, and every silence. We are standing inside one of those moments now, the Lionsgate Portal, a celestial alignment, an energetic gateway, a sacred invitation, not just to witness the light, but to remember that we are it.
Every year, on the 8th day of the 8th month, the Earth, the Sun, Sirius, and Orion align. But this is no coincidence. This is ancient choreography, the universe speaking in sacred geometry, calling the lion within us home. This alignment opens a multidimensional corridor between the physical and the spiritual, between timelines, between lifetimes, and to those who walk with the ancient memory, the 144,000 chosen ones, the Lightworkers, the road builders. This moment resounds like a deep inner bell. This is not just a cosmic event, it is a soul summons. You have heard this call before, not with your ears, but with your essence. It echoes through dreams, through synchronicities, through the moments of stillness where you've always known. You came here for this. It is the hour foretold in silence. A great awakening, not of chaos, but of clarity, not of noise, but of remembrance. This is the turning of the wheel, the reactivation of sacred assignments written in the temples of the stars. The Lionsgate amplifies your mission, not as saviors, but as sovereigns of light. You are the keepers of the original flame, the ones encoded with celestial purpose, sent to awaken dormant remembrance in humanity's heart. You are not here to convince, but to embody. Not to argue, but to anchor. Not to lead by force, but to illuminate by frequency. In your silence, codes are received. In your presence, timelines shift. In your alignment, the collective finds its mirror. This is not the beginning. This is the remembering. The time is now. You are ready. You are needed. You are seen. This year, it is different. The frequency is stronger, the acceleration faster, the karmic pressure greater. This is not a gentle wave. This is a cosmic tide reshaping what no longer fits. The frequency is stronger, the acceleration faster, the karmic pressure greater. This is not a gentle wave. This is a cosmic tide, reshaping what no longer fits. What happens when light enters a structure that was built in shadow? It cracks. It trembles. It reveals what could no longer stay hidden. And when that light is divine, the light of a portal such as this, it awakens. Right now, many feel waves of exhaustion without physical reason, the body becoming a temple for higher frequencies. Bursts of clarity followed by deep emotion, grief, joy, rage and awe surging like tides through the nervous system. Heart flutters, energetic sensitivity, vivid dreams, or disconnection from the old self, as if the soul is detaching from an outdated version of reality.
This is not illness. This is initiation. The alignments, particularly Sirius, our spiritual sun, awakens codes long dormant within our DNA. These are not random upgrades, but soul agreements activated through time and light. As light pours into the subconscious, old timelines resurface. Past life echoes rise not to haunt, but to heal. Karmic ties tug gently at the heart, asking to be finally seen. Unfinished business returns, not to punish, but to be witnessed, to be cleared, to be transmuted. And in this alchemical process, a new self begins to emerge, one not bound by the past, but bathed in purpose, not defined by trauma, but refined by truth. You are not falling apart. You're falling into alignment. You are becoming light, embodied. The Lionsgate Portal is not a metaphor. It is a living intelligence, breathing through time, pulsing through dimensions, echoing through your DNA. It is not just an energy. It is a memory reawakened. It asks not with urgency, but with grace. What have you not forgiven? What have you not yet reclaimed? This portal opens the vaults of your soul, past lives, soul contracts, ancestral vows, not to confuse, but to clarify. You may find yourself face to face with old flames, forgotten wounds, or sudden revelations. You may feel connections dissolving and new alignments forming, quietly, soulfully, with the force of destiny behind them. During this time, soul contracts surface. Relationships that arrive with uncanny recognition, bonds that unravel with sacred timing, memories that pierce like arrows or heal like balm. Your karmic blueprint is being rewritten, not by fate, but by your willingness to show up. Stay present and say yes to your evolution. You may feel the need to rest, to isolate, to cry, to speak long silenced truths. This is not regression, it is return. Return to who you were before the forgetting. This is the roar inside you, not of rage, but of remembering. Not of resistance, but of revelation. You are not here to repeat. You are here to redeem the sacred threads of your soul's journey. And every breath you take in this light weaves a new story into being. The tarot does not forecast your future, it reveals your frequency. Each card is a mirror, a reflection, a sacred key. The Ace of Cups whispers, it begins within. This is the chalice of your own heart overflowing, not to be emptied for others, but to finally nourish yourself. It is the call to receive, to allow your emotions to be sacred, to remember that softness is strength and vulnerability is divine intelligence. The Strength card does not roar. It rests beside the wild. It lays a gentle hand on the lion's mane and says, I do not fear you, I walk with you now. This is the power of presence, not control, not resistance, but choosing to remain open, even when the fire burns.
The hermit walks ahead, lantern in hand. He is not lost. He is luminous. He does not seek to escape the world, but to understand it from the inside out. The cave is not empty. It echoes with ancient truth. The Emperor steps forward not as a tyrant, but as a protector. He teaches structure, sovereignty, direction. You are no longer available for what leaks your light. You are the architect of your reality, and this is your holy ground. The Hierophant stands at the threshold of the sacred. He holds the scroll of remembrance. He says, "You have done this before, and you will do it again. But this time, you do it awake." He is the priest, the mystic, the teacher within, the one who translates spirit into form. And then the Three of Cups, the circle of joy, the medicine of community. It is the soul family that meets you, where words fall short and hearts remember, not bound by time, but united by truth. These hands, seen and unseen, have always held you. You are not alone, you are always becoming, and now you are arrived. Above us, the cosmos turns like an ancient wheel, each planet, each point of light, playing its sacred part in this symphony of transformation. Each planet brings not only energy, but invitation. The sun in Leo burns away the false self and illuminates your inner royalty, your radiance, your truth, your unapologetic presence. Venus retrograde drifts backward through the heart, resurfacing old relationships and forgotten desires, asking, what is truly of value now? Mars in Virgo sharpens your vision, not for battle, but for precise creation. This is the fire of conscious action, purified by intention. Chiron, the wounded healer, touches the place you thought had healed, not to hurt you, but to close the wound with gold. Saturn, ever the wise teacher, presses on the foundations of your life. Are you rooted in truth, or performance, habit, fear? And the moon, in constant motion, carries our inner tides. She mirrors what rises and falls within you night after night. These forces do not seek to break you. They seek to reveal you. They strip away what is not aligned. They awaken the part of you that has been waiting, not for permission, but for alignment. Together, these planetary energies activate the sacred forge within, to alchemize pain into wisdom, fear into vision, confusion into clarity, waiting into presence. You are being refined by the stars, and the shape you are becoming is divine. The heliacal rising of Sirius signaled the beginning of the flood, the sacred inundation of the Nile. It was a time of rebirth, abundance, and divine grace descending to earth. But this rising was not only celestial, it was also deeply mythic. It called forth Sekhmet, the lioness goddess of fire, healing, and fierce transformation. She was the eye of Ra, the flame of divine justice, the force that burned through all that was false. Sekhmet was not gentle. She did not ask permission. She was a force of nature, of necessary endings and unapologetic truth. And yet, within her roar was an ancient tenderness, a sacred vow to humanity. To create the new, you must release the old. She burned illusions not out of wrath, but out of love. She devoured decay not to destroy, but to restore. The Lionsgate is Sekhmet's breath, both fierce and sacred. It is not chaos. It is cosmic clarity. It is not destruction. It is divine clearing. It is the holy fire that prepares the altar of your soul for what comes next. And as her golden eyes meet yours across time, she does not ask you to run. She asks you to rise. We speak now, not only from history, but from memory, from the realm between realms, from the still point between heartbeat and breath. You who walk the earth with ancient hearts, hear us. You are not being tested. You are being activated. The light you carry did not come to conform. It came to remember, to restore, to reveal. The earth is shifting. The grids are recalibrating. And the geometry of your soul knows the pattern, even if your mind forgets. The contracts you wrote before time are now awakening. Some will pull you inward. Some will stretch you beyond what you thought was possible. But all are sacred. All are encoded with grace. Your voice is the song the earth has longed to hear. It is the tone that melts distortion, the frequency that reawakens the dormant, the vibration that steadies the storm. The lion in you does not roar to destroy, it roars to awaken, to call home the fragments, to ignite the remembrance, to walk boldly as one who carries light, not in theory, but in truth. Do not shrink back now. The time of hiding is over. The age of remembering is here. You are encoded with remembrance. You are the bridge between dimensions. You are the key that unlocks the gate. You are exactly where the light needs to land. This is the rise of the inner lion. This is your remembrance made flesh, your raw return to its source, your light fully awakened. You were never waiting. You were always the doorway. And now you are the flame.